Norb is going to be an incredibly important cooldown to look out for as we start poking, but there goes Vega already.
Yep, Biz gets an easy pickup out the gate onto Altiora that's going to force them to digress back. They can't stick into this for any longer, especially when Soms is playing that much aggression up front to get the extra down barrier, keeping them topped up and prepared for the rest of this engagement, as you do have Vega leading in with their own now, giving that support necessary coverage to keep them going, but a beautiful retaliation by Crimson ensures that Altiora is going to take this back.
What patience as well.
Do have Vega leading in with their own now, giving that support necessary coverage to keep them going, but a beautiful retaliation by Crimson ensures that Altiora is going to take this back.
What patience as well from Crimson there. I saw a tweet, earlier. I think Kaluj was asking, who are...
And now looking to try and recover this. Coalescence active. Altiora managing to maintain this with a 99% into the overtime, cleaning this up. Wisp wanted to make a statement. They acknowledged how well Altiora was playing, and right now, Altiora is still playing at their peak. Active. Meanwhile, on the point, the wall still continues to maintain this opening towards that bridgeway, and Crimson taking down Rocket, dwindling the numbers. Blizzard is active. This will be a fight secured and just forcing back multiple members of Wisp so they can't even contest.
At this point,
yikes, Rocket was so low, but able to get topped up. Nice wall to divide the back too, as you also have the Rampage coming up front. CJ down. Same thing with Crowley. Altiora is in this position right now to just end it. If they can get these singular picks in the chase, they don't have a solid regroup. Really only wanted to use the Maeve for blocking off that doorway. This is a very different dynamic to work through. Aggressively pushing forward down onto that peninsula, the open space. It's the arena for both of these teams to play against. Haley gets a nice assist with that coverage along the wall. Wisp they're still being put under.
Oh, and the commanding shot's actually going to keep the supports alive. Soms is so close towards this Coalescence, has to fade out, but CJ's down.
Underneath this beast, this small room is going to get very dangerous very fast, and is going in favor of Altiora, but Chopper has to draw attention away. While Biz is looking to regroup with the rest of the team maneuvering over, 1-for-1 going down, but CJ is eliminated. It's solely reliant on Vega. Now Chopper finds the short end of the stick here between these two dueling. So they've got the assistance, but Chopper, the DPS, has been eliminated. Haley finds Hater onto Chopper, and there is a Rampage onto 3. Crowley is vulnerable, and they will take full advantage of the weakness, as this first map will go in favor of Altiora.
And
onto 3, Crowley is vulnerable, and they will take full advantage of the weakness, as this first map will go in favor of Altiora.
And Altiora, again, they don't care what the predictions say. They don't care what the percentages is. They are to be enabled heavily right now with this call.
Oh, Chopper! They were so low, and they were in the sight lines of Snozzler, and that gives a massive opportunity to push into this, especially with the Coalescence, like you commented. That's the extra damage to just solidify this position. Snozzler gonna clean up the 2 supports, and this is a guaranteed one to Wisp, but they've got the sound barrier. Rampage as well, putting a little bit of a hampering into their defensive position around this corner, and Biz is still being free to do damage, waiting patiently to not be clocked by their counterpart, but a blade from Snozzler comes in and cleans up for a quad. Coalescence to make it a worthwhile attempt to reach this checkpoint. Now pressing forward to keep it in contention. Snozzler is just raining damage in with it as the Rampage comes out, lands onto 4. Yeah, that Coalescence ain't gonna help too much when nobody can get topped up from it. Crimson's down. The advantage of this, you no longer have to worry about those one-shot potentials out the gate, and also denying the pace and keeping Biz in an area of where they can get the overclock first. Snozzler takes down Rocket, and this will just be a domino effect here for Altiora to move into the marketplace. Barrier, Wisp is committing a lot to this, but so will Altiora, getting a larger Rampage and able to crush Wisp's defense by the doorway to reach the checkpoint, and will have still a decent time bank to work for this final stretch.
Oh, and
Purdue before. Snozzler gets covered by the shout. Biz has the overclock active. Shots onto Crowley for Snozzler to take him down. And this is now another... You know what? There's just damage coming out from Biz, and Snozzler's like, and I pick up you, and I pick up you, and I also pick up you.
Altiora, and look at them, they don't have anything. Overclock is going to be the big thing that they need here. Biz has to go huge.
Yep, Biz needs to get everything for Altiora to take advantage. Rocket is going to get maneuvered back right near Soames, but has to fall even further towards the outskirts, and Snozzler gets to the barrier, but Altiora is looking for the long run game. They know that they can continue to harass, coming back down from the top position and putting Chopper into a very, very far back position that doesn't really have many sight lines.
Oh, CJ so low, and the dash actually takes them out with Biz. It's Biz's world right now. Snozzler gets traded too much, and they get taken out. Chopper gets taken out, and this is actually Altiora completely running over Wisp to start this off. Already a minute and a half about taking off the clock. Oh, that you know what? I think Carnage might be the ability in this game that feels like the best to use. Like,
But Wisp isn't going anywhere.
I mean, and you're looking at Crimson. As soon as they take out Robert, Crimson's so close towards this Rampage, that could be the deciding factor, but they won't even need to use it because it's just white in the kill feed right now. Crimson popping off. Snozzler gets taken out, but it's not going to matter. That's
Too much, but Biz is able to do so, and that will be Altiora managing to hold this with a great cleanup and just follow through onto this choke point.
perfect drop from Altiora, knowing exactly what they have to do. Get some ultimates out of Wisp in a scenario like that. Chopper is going to get taken out too, so that's more time taken off.
Altiora, they wanted to make sure they had the buffer going into this. Biz shuts down Chopper. There is no way they're going to be feeling comfortable with that ending outcome as Crowley gets clipped. CJ2, this will be Altiora stopping their aggression and laying that marker for where...